My best friend's bride destroyed both our lives. I always thought weddings were supposed to be joyful, a celebration of love, of new beginnings. But Daniel's wedding, it felt like a funeral, except the person being buried was me. Daniel had been my best friend since childhood. We went through everything together. Late night cramming in college, heartbreaks, dumb adventures, all of it. So when he told me he was finally getting married, I was thrilled. I wanted the best for him. But the moment I met Claire, his bride-to-be, something about her felt off, too polished, too perfect, with a smile that never reached her eyes. I brushed it off. Maybe I was overthinking. Maybe it was just nerves. But the more I saw them together, the more uneasy I felt. Daniel looked happy on the outside, sure, but deep down, I could see it. His smiles never lasted long when she wasn't looking. He avoided my eyes when she clung to his arm. Then, 2 weeks before the wedding, Daniel called me in the middle of the night. His voice was shaky, almost broken. "Man, I need to tell you something," he whispered. "Claire's not who you think she is." I sat up straight in bed, heart pounding. "What do you mean?" He hesitated. "She knows something about you. From years ago, my blood ran cold. There was only one thing it could be. Back when I was younger, reckless, stupid. I had been desperate for money. I'd manipulated some financial records at the small firm I worked for. It wasn't massive, but it was still fraud. I thought I covered my tracks, and eventually, I left that job, believing it was behind me forever." "Daniel, how could she know?" I asked. "She told me," he said quietly. "6 or 7 years ago, you pulled something, and if I don't marry her, she's going to the police and to the press. She even has some kind of proof I couldn't breathe. My best friend was about to chain himself to this woman, not out of love, but because of my mistake. My past had crawled out of its grave, and now it wasn't just haunting me, it was destroying him too." The wedding day came. I stood there, watching him say vows that looked like a prison sentence. His voice cracked, his hands trembled. Claire just smiled like a cat that caught the canary. Everyone else saw a radiant bride. I saw a blackmailer. And the worst part, I couldn't stop it. If I exposed her, she'd expose me. If I tried to convince him to run, she'd burn us both to the ground. The reception was a blur. Laughter, dancing, glasses clinking. But underneath the music, I felt the strings tightening around my neck. I tried to talk to Daniel alone, but Claire was always there, always watching. She knew exactly what she was doing. Marrying him wasn't about love, it was about power. And she had both of us trapped. The days after were worse. Daniel stopped calling. He barely texted back. When I did see him, his eyes looked hollow, like someone had stolen his soul. Claire never missed a chance to flaunt her victory. She'd slip her arm through his and give me this little smirk, as if to say, "I own you both." The breaking point came one night, about a week later. I was leaving Daniel's place when Claire followed me outside. Her heels clicked against the pavement like a countdown. "You know," she said softly, almost kindly, "you should be thanking me." I turned, anger boiling. "Thanking you? For what? Ruining his life? Ruining mine?" She tilted her head, eyes gleaming. "Please, don't be so dramatic. If it wasn't for me, your little fraud secret would have been exposed already. 6 years ago, 7, whenever, it doesn't matter. What matters is, I own that truth now. And as long as Daniel keeps wearing this ring, your life stays safe." I froze. The way she said it wasn't even a threat. It was a promise. She leaned closer, lowering her voice. "Think of it as rent for your freedom." I couldn't move. My fists clenched, but I knew she had me cornered. Any wrong move, and everything I had left, my career, my reputation, my freedom, would be gone. I walked away that night, but her words followed me like chains. Every time I saw Daniel, trapped in that sham of a marriage, I felt the weight of my guilt. He was suffering because of me, because of one mistake I thought I had buried years ago. And Claire, she thrived on it. She thrived on our silence, our fear. She had turned love into blackmail, friendship into chains. Now, every time my phone buzzes, I wonder if it's her, if she's finally decided to cash in on the power she holds. Because the truth is, this isn't just Daniel's prison, it's mine too, and Claire holds the key.